loving, American loving patriot friends. This is Suzy Q and the SuzyQ Report for November the 21st, 2020. I just felt like I needed to come on and encourage those who are weary and tired and are fearful because a lot of the mainstream news is putting out a lot of garbage out there that is not actually factual, is not actually. Um, they're just trying to push this election to their conclusion as quickly as possible so that the facts of the corruption does not get laid out before the American people. They're doing everything in their power to create this scenario that is not reality. Is that not what they do? That's what the media does. They create a scenario that is not the reality of the situation. Because there's a principle. What your perception is becomes your reality. It doesn't matter if it's real or not, but what you perceive to be real becomes your reality. And what I'm here to tell you is that the Lion News, the Lion fake media, is creating a scenario to make you believe it, and it is not true. I want to show you a clip. I'm just going to be on here for a few minutes because later on I'm going to do more of a more thorough show. But I just wanted to encourage you to not give up. We have not lost this battle. And I still hold to the truth that President Trump will remain in office for the next 4 years. I do not, nothing in my spirit conflicts with that. I believe that, but I have to stop listening to the fake news that's trying to present a scenario that is not based in facts. So what I'm going to do is play the clip of Jenna Ellis, who was in the press conference with Rudy Giuliani and Sidney Powell a couple days ago. And she's going to break it down for you. She's going to explain to you, and because she explained it to the lamestream fake news in the conference, that what their opinion is does not equal the facts of the case. Just because they're putting opinions out there doesn't mean that it is factual. So I'm going to go ahead and share this video. And so you can watch it for yourself. It's only 2 minutes long, so I encourage you to watch it and listen to it, because this is not ever. We're just getting started. Getting started. Sidney Powell's going to lay out her case. Giuliani's going to lay out the case. We're going to see all the corruption behind this, the process of this election, what was going on behind the scenes. And anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and let you see this clip. And hold on just a second. Let me change my, share my screen. I'm still new at all these different functions on the video, so hold on just a second. We will, let me see, share this screen. Let's see here. All right. Oops. Well, I'm having a little bit of problems trying to share my screen like I should be able to do. I practiced it a few minutes ago, and it wouldn't, let's see here. Let's see if it'll let me. Interesting. Well, maybe I won't, but I will be back when I can, because I should be able to. You know what? Maybe you can hear it.
This is basically an opening statement so the American people can understand what the networks have been hiding and what they refuse to cover, because all of your fake news headlines are dancing around the merits of this case and are trying to delegitimize what we are doing here. Let me be very clear that our objective is to make sure to preserve and protect election integrity. President Trump has been saying from day one that this is about maintaining free and fair elections in this country. It is not about overturning an outcome. It is about making sure that election integrity is preserved, and every American should want that. If every American is not on board with that, you have to ask yourself why. And if your fake news network is not covering this or allowing you to cover it fairly, and accurately, you should ask yourself why. This is absolutely a legitimate legal basis. We have been asked to provide an entire case that generally would take years in civil litigation. I've been a prosecutor. I have tried cases with far simpler facts. One thing happened in a matter of minutes, and it still takes days. And we go through a jury process. This is the court of public opinion right now. We are not trying our case in the court of public opinion, because if we were, we would get unbiased jurors. I would strike 99% of you from the jury, and I would be allowed to because of the fake news coverage you provide. You are not unbiased jurors. And until you step out of your role as a journalist and actually go into a courtroom and you are a judge on a bench that has sworn an oath to be unbiased in our separation of powers, then your opinion does not matter. The facts matter, the truth matters, and if you are fair reporters...
Oops. Hold on. Stopped it. Let's finish what she had to say.
You will cover that fairly and appropriately, and you will allow coverage of our media team here and our legal team.
All right. So that was Jenna Ellis. She's part of the legal team that is representing, she's on the Trump legal team with Sidney Powell and Rudy Giuliani and a few others. And so she laid it out. She said, this is not about the media. The media is not the jury. We are not interested in laying this case out before the media. But they are building a case to go before the court. So y'all just got to hang in. I don't care how many you're worried about, all these certifications. These states that knowingly certify numbers that are fraudulent, they're signing their own arrest warrants, because when this is played out and it is obvious that there was major massive fraud across the nation, organized fraud, then they're going to be held accountable for what they allowed to be certified, knowing that. So just hang in there. Don't give up, because this has been in the works for many years, because this is not new information. We, the good guys, have known that there has been monkey business going on with the elections for at least since 2016, if not prior to that. But so it had to, in order to catch them in the act, in order to be able to document the evidence and prove the cases in front of the courts, to be able to revamp this whole elections process, it had to come out this way. It had to be that everything has to go through courts so that we can expose the corruption, so that we can fix those problems, and to hold those people accountable who have been actively and intentionally deceiving the American people, using software and systems, and paying millions of dollars to companies that are out to steal this election. So it's just a matter of time. It's all going to be worked out in court, and I believe it's going to go straight up to the Supreme Court, which means that the accurate numbers of this election will be produced, but also we will restructure our electoral system so that we can prevent this kind of thing happening in the future for future generations. So anyway, I just wanted to encourage you, don't give up. Don't give up. We are going to win. God is in this. I believe that without a doubt, that God is in this, and this concerns him too, because everything that's going on is really from the pit of hell. If you really just start researching it, you realize that this is good versus evil. This isn't about Donald Trump versus Biden. This is about good versus evil. And of course, God is on the good side. So, alrighty, well, I'm going to go right now, but I will be back later today. I just want to encourage you, chin up, be positive, just pray, pray for the safety of those who are exposing this evil. Pray for their safety, because that's concerns me. But I believe that God's putting angels around these men and women, these brave men and women, Sidney Powell, Rudy Giuliani, the president, Miss Ellis. I believe that he is protecting them because we need them to go and finish this at the Supreme Court. Alrighty, I gotta go. I will talk to you later. Have a great day. Bye bye.